It was an absolutely epic adventure, traveling to South Africa, meeting up with Pete and his family, getting the rifle prepared, and experiencing day one of hunting.
Okay, game on.
Down. Having taken springbuck, impala, and oryx on day one, that meant day two would be focused squarely on the Kudu bull. The day started out with excitement as I headed out with Pieter Malan from Impact Shooting and our guides, AJ and Andre. We drove for miles in the Land Cruiser, stopping periodically to glass for game. Then we came upon the spot where we would start our hike, got the equipment out of the bucky, and got set up. We continued day two with our proven rifle setup, a 6.5 Sherman Short full custom rifle built on a Bat Bumblebee Action, International Barrels carbon wrapped barrel, and featuring an MDT LSS chassis and APW Warbird brake suppressor. This time our hike started in a dry riverbed going uphill, and was my opportunity to get completely in sync with the environment around me and to be looking for animals in any direction. AJ, Andre, and Pete really impressed me with their ability to spot animals way off in the distance, sometimes extremely difficult to see even with magnification. While we saw quite a bit of animal life and activity, no kudu bull were seen, so we continued hiking. After ascending and then descending this long hill feature, we rounded the bend and saw what we were looking for, a kudu bull. We were quick to set up the tripod and rifle and then get on the kudu, but by the time I had him through the scope, he was at least 800 to 900 yards away and was walking away from me. It was unfortunate to see a kudu through the scope and then let it go, but it just wasn't the right shot. We drove down the road a ways and tried to re-engage with the kudu bull, but he was nowhere to be seen. During lunch, I heard stories of hunters returning to South Africa for 2, 3, maybe even 4 trips to achieve hunting success with a kudu bull, and I was starting to wonder if we were going to be successful. After lunch, we jumped back in the Land Cruiser and resumed the hunt by driving vast distances, searching for that perfect kudu bull. And then it happened. Driving down a wide stretch of dry riverbed, AJ saw, off in the distance, 800, 900 yards away, a herd of kudu with a bull.
Right, Gavin, so we just spotted some kudu. These are nice bull. Beautiful, beautiful. They're quite about the distance, about 800, so let's try and close that distance. Yeah. And see if we can get it shot at it.
Maybe 600.
Yeah, I think we can. Yeah.
Okay.
As we get comfortable as we can get you lying prone, I think we'll have a good shot.
That's amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
We knew we had to act fast, but we also knew the kudu bull was way too far for a clean shot, so the stalk was underway. We hiked along the dry riverbed in the general direction of the kudu until we felt like we had a chance of coming up on high ground. Then we saw a knoll up on the right and proceeded to hike in that direction. We knew we needed to proceed without attracting undue attention with sight, sound, or smell. So we took the ascent on this knoll step by step, hugging the ground, hiking low. As we neared the top of the knoll, AJ stopped for a moment to range the bull and found him to be at 625 meters. This was right at the edge of my comfort zone, and I knew this had to be a prone shot, so I got down and got set up with a bipod. I chambered around, dialed my dope, and had learned my lesson from the oryx hunt. I conferred with Pieter to make sure he was filming. Everything looked right, and I took the shot. The kudu fell instantly and was completely dead in less than 30 seconds.
Gavin, you just harvested your first kudu.
It was time to go see what happened.
This is really cool.
Did you see him drop in the scope?
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But did you guys see, like, after the shot went, it was like, and then
Oh my.
Well done.
Wow.
Let's look at this. This is a nice one to take, eh? Always this old specimen. Well done. I think this is an awesome animal.
Thank you so much, AJ, for spotting this guy. I can't believe it. I almost couldn't believe my eyes. This animal was so amazing and beautiful. Upon close inspection of the animal, I noticed the shot had landed a little higher and a little further towards the rear of the animal compared to my point of aim, which was squarely on the shoulder. The shot had broken cleanly, but it's likely our ranging was slightly off and the wind was more brisk than what we had thought. While this was a clean spine kill shot, it's going to change my strategy for these long-range shots in the future with more careful ranging and perhaps a Kestrel wind meter for wind and dope calculation.
Dude, congrats on the awesomest animal that you can harvest in South Africa, I think. As a hunter, a kudu is, for me, the holy grail.
This is amazing, and I really feel like I've stepped into your world here.
Yeah.
You came to Washington recently. You got to experience what my life is about.
Yeah.
Here I am. I can't even believe that this is right here for you.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And the 6.5 Sherman short, what a hammer.
I know. It's a phenomenal cartridge. I hope to see you do a build on one soon, maybe. I'm so glad with the way it played out, like the setup we had. We were able to go prone, basically no wind. The fact that we could go prone in this vegetation was a blessing.
Amazing.
And this whole time I was hoping we would kind of get that 400-500 yard shot. Obviously this was a little bit beyond that, but you freaking drilled it. And your shooting has been phenomenal this whole trip. So yeah, I'm super stoked. We're here for 2 more evenings, so we'll cut some fillets, let them hang. And then tomorrow night we'll have fresh kudu fillets that you harvested.
Amazing.
So yeah, congrats again, dude.
Thank you so
Fantastic
much.
shooting.
Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of you. It was super, super cool.
Great experience, brother.
Awesome. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, really. My hunt was a huge success, but I owe a lot of the credit to Pieter Malan, AJ, and Andre for doing such a great job preparing things and getting me on these animals. While my hunt was over, Pete still had unfinished business. On day 3, we had some insane dual headshot action unfold on springbuck. Check that out.
Kyk hier, kyk hier. By ons 100 meter.
For me, this was absolutely the hunt and the experience of a lifetime. I really hope that you've enjoyed this hunting action. And if you did, make sure you catch part 3, where Pete and I go to his studio to talk about the gun, the optic, the cartridge, the load, and more.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great kudu hunter, Mr. Gavin Gear.
Which one was it that you got? I've been so curious. I mean, we saw